Yo. What it do, family? It's your Uncle T. Coming back at you with another Toombs talk. We got a little post-workout smoothie right here. Got in a beautiful workout this morning. Today's a beautiful day. What I wanted to do was come on here and to talk to y'all, basically bounce off of what was mentioned yesterday in terms of narcissism and, that topic. So what I wanted to talk about specifically, though, is, I'm going to drop some game for y'all about the body and the organs and the spirits that reside within the organs, okay? So throughout my channel, whether y'all are watching on YouTube, this is going to be, available for YouTube and Instagram. Instagram, I got 1,000+ posts. If you go deep back in there, you're going to find some of these videos. YouTube, man, I had 300+ videos, but those have all been taken down with the exception of maybe like 5 nowadays. So, and those are all just the recent ones. So anyway, a lot of this knowledge has been talked about, but it's past knowledge as far as what I've talked about specifically. Now, your Uncle T has been on this crazy evolutionary journey. One of the major parts of my journey started in 2012. So my pops passed away in like 2009. Man, it took me several years just to get my feet underneath myself. You know what I mean? I was dealing with heavy depression, wanting to take my own life, just like my dad did, you know what I mean? But luckily with the kids, or actually I had one kid at the time, so luckily, I didn't want to put my son through what I had been put through. So that kept me on the path. But my pops passed away, my mom passed away a year later. Life was all fucked up, right? So I was going through this dark night of the soul. This actually was during my Saturn return. If y'all know anything about that, we have these, it's all about these cycles and timelines that we go through within our life. Once we start to peep the patterns, we can, change accordingly and or move into benevolent patterns. So your Uncle T was going through a lot, but, so I've been on this healing journey for a long time. It's a never-ending healing journey. So if y'all think y'all have made some leaps and bounds, then you get humbled again. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, a lot of the knowledge that I was coming to back then was about traditional Chinese medicine, Chinese tonic herbs, the 5-element system, and the organs and things like that. So one of the things I want to talk about today specifically is the liver. Now, traditionally, we cleanse the liver during the springtime. Spring cleaning, right, is all about liver cleansing and stuff like that. In liver cleansing, it's good to get the greens and the dandelions and all these green herbs and things like that. These green food salads, all these green foods that help heal the liver. But one of the signs of an imbalanced liver is anger. So different emotions reside in different organ systems according to TCM, or according to Taoist medicine as well, older than TCM. So they found that these different, like I said, emotions reside in these different organ systems. So when you see a person who's angry all the time, that's because their liver is toxified. That's because their liver has accumulated too much toxins. And when there's this accumulation or this buildup of energy, everything within the body has to flow freely, right? The body is made to flow freely, and in fact, it heals itself. When you look at kids, man, kids are so resilient. They get a cut, they get a bump, they get a bruise, they sprain their ankle, this and that. They're back running the next day. As we start to age, that free-flowing energy starts to get stagnant. And we don't, in certain places, in certain organs, and we begin to accumulate a lot of toxins. Nowadays, man, we live in a completely toxic society. I forget the exact details, but it's something like this. I forget the exact numbers, but basically when you're in utero, when a baby is in the womb, before they're even born, what is found in the umbilical cord is like, man, I want to say something like 70 or maybe even something like crazy like 700 toxins. There's some high ass number of toxins that's found within the baby's umbilical cord, within their bloodstream before they even enter the world. That's how toxified this world is at large. Let alone if we are birthed a natural birth, or we have parents that are very naturalistic, right? and watch what they eat, watch what they consume, eat organic foods, drink clean water, things like that, there's still all these toxins that is found within the umbilical cord. So before we're even born, we're basically, you know, on kind of like an uphill battle in terms of health, longevity, things like that. So now as we get older, and as I mentioned, as we become adults, you know, we've built up so much of these toxins that begins to manifest in different ways. In some ways it's disease, you know, in some ways it's emotional outbursts, it's imbalanced, it's psychosis, things like that. So all of these are going to manifest in different areas. In terms of narcissism specifically, you're going to find, you know, or one of the aspects of narcissism can be anger. So when you find people that are always angry, they're always looking to like pick a fight, always looking to say something, always looking to get a reaction. They're always looking to just, you know, butt heads. It's that anger that's residing within their liver, right? And again, to a certain degree, we have to have some level of compassion, but a motherfucker needs to detoxify. It's all about detoxifying and allowing that free flow of energy, so that way we can be balanced and, you know, move gracefully with our emotions. A narcissist is not moving gracefully with their emotions. They're always on one. They're always trying to start something. They're always, it's this, you know what I mean? It's that outburst. And what it is that accumulation of toxins builds up and it causes heat stasis to rise. So a lot of times too, you're going to see different manifestations within people, different cravings, or again, emotional outbursts, things like that. Again, based on different organ systems. So if, you know, they've got an imbalance in the heart, imbalance in the liver, imbalance in the spleen, imbalance here, there, and everywhere, right? You're going to find different manifestations. Right now, we're talking about liver. Traditionally, like I said, liver is spring clean. We cleanse the liver during spring cleaning. Now, spring cleaning also is that equinox factor, right? So we are here in the equinox. It's not spring. We're moving into the winter seasons. But because everything is so toxified, it's important to cleanse your liver year round. Okay? Now, one of the other stories that I wanted to talk about, or give this type of a visual for y'all. So the heart is known as the emperor. You want to protect the emperor at all costs. But if you look at the grand scheme of things, the emperor is actually not doing that much. It's the general that's really running things. The liver is considered the general. The general, the emperor, you know, has its decrees, this and that, and the liver is the general who's really carrying out everything and telling everybody else what to do. I need you to do this, sending all the nutrients here, getting rid of all the toxins, cleaning out the blood, all these things. That's the liver's job. So the liver has a very heavy role. And so it's important to cleanse the liver. As much as, you know, we want to protect our heart, it's the liver that's actually doing the bulk of the work, if that makes sense. To a degree, of course, our hearts, you know, they've got statistics too on how long the heart's beating and how many beats. If you're this many years old, it's really crazy when you think about it. But again, our body is our temple, and our temple is all we got. This is the house of the Lord, right? Your temple is the house of the Lord. Are you going to walk into, you know, like church with just disgracefully drunk, with your shoes all dirty, mud everywhere? No, you're going to take care of the temple inside and outside. So your body is your temple. Your Uncle T is encouraging to take care of yourself, your vessel, your temple, inside and outside. And that way you can remain balanced and move through these life cycles with grace and ease. Again, life's going to throw us the stuff that life's going to throw us. And we're going to encounter people, places, things, situations that are going to, you know, throw us for a loop. It is what it is. But it's how we respond to these situations, these people, these events that really make the difference. So your Uncle T's encouraging y'all to stay balanced within yourself, respond with grace and ease, have some sense of compassion, but also you got to hold your boundaries and stand firm in what you believe in and what your inherent rights are. Don't let anybody devalue you. Don't let anybody, you know, take you off your game, essentially. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's your Uncle T. I got things to do. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And I hope y'all learned something. Again, a lot of these videos, I might have to start making some of these videos again about each organ system, some of the herbs that specifically correspond with the organ systems, things like that, from a TCM point of view. So anyway, it's your Uncle T, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was saying in the beginning too, like, since this journey, I've been grasping knowledge from all types of different sources and areas. And a lot of this comes with past life knowledge. Your Uncle T's been around the block for a long motherfucking time, whether y'all believe it or not. I really only fuck with old souls. So a lot of y'all who resonate with me are old souls yourself, or you're more mature souls, you know, seeing the light. And some of the things I say or do or come forward with may trigger you, and that's, you know, that's good, because that's putting you on your path. You know what I mean? We all need these triggers and things to remind us, to help keep us on the path and to help inspire and usher us forward. So anyway, it's your Uncle T, urging y'all to continue to absorb the knowledge, you know, all in due time, man. It takes a lot of time to accumulate the knowledge, not only to accumulate the knowledge, but to have the wisdom because of the experience and the knowledge that you've put in place. So we're continually doing the shadow work, putting one foot in front of the other. We might even take a few steps back, but we learn from all these lessons and we continue to push forward. It's your Uncle T, 11:11 on the dot. I'ma holla.